Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This time I'm going to do a atomic review. That is, I'm going to talk about the episodes of Canadian Drag Race because I think it's a really refreshing way to see the franchise. I really liked this premiere. I like almost all the queens, so I want to talk about the premiere of Canadian's Drag Race. First of all, I'm going to say that I'm not going to talk about every aspect of an episode, all the looks, all the queens. I'm just talking about what I liked, what I didn't like. Of course, I'm talking about the winners, the bottom two lip sync, and so on. So I'm not going to break down all the runways because to me, some runway was a little forgettable. So I'm talking about only the worst looks and the best look of the night. First of all, I'm going to talk about the Queens. I didn't watch any of the Meet the Queens video, kind of, which were posted on YouTube and on Instagram, because I didn't want to spoil everything on like the Queen personalities. Because from these videos, I already know who is going to be the front runner, the first one out, so I didn't want to spoil anything. And so my favorite queens are Chiara, first of all, because she is very cute. She is polished. She is very nice, kind. Out of drag, she reminds me of the boy from Sex Education. I don't remember the name, but the foreign guy who falls in love with Eric, I think. So she reminds me of him. Then we have, I really like Priyanka's personality because she is so crazy and she's very likable. I don't think she's going to make that far. She's probably the meme queen of the season, just like Monique Hart. So the moment that they get rid of her, it's going to be really sad, but I don't think she's going to be like in the top four at all. I think she's going to be like ninth or eighth in placements. So let's hope she stays as long as possible. Then I really liked Naomi Banks. I think she's going to be the winner, mark my words, because she is very polished. She is like, I really like her promo look. Her promo pic is very like polished. She's beautiful, and I think she is very polished. So I think she's going to make very far. I think she's top four for sure. I didn't watch any spoiler video, so please don't spoil anything on the comments. But she is very beautiful, so I bet my euros that she is going to make very far in the competition. Then I really liked Boa's personality. She reminds me of Mimi at first, but I think she can be very likable. So I can't wait to see her on the season. Then I really liked Lemon, only because she is very hot as a guy, but she is very like funny and flirty, so I really like that. I don't think she's going to make very far, but I really like her. Anyway, I don't hate any of these queens. These are the queens that are really that really made a good first impression of me. I also liked Anastasia. I really wish she did better on the first runway, but she reminds me of like a really first pageant queen. I really hope she's going to make top four. If not, I really hope she's a lip sync assassin. Because to me, every pageant queen more or less can lip sync the house down. Like for example, Kennedy Davenport, Shangela, even Brooklyn Heights. They all are all pageant queens, but they can perform the house down. So I really hope she can put on a show. Now let's talk about the runway. My favorite runway is of course Chiara. I think was robbed of at least the top spot. Maybe she is the winner to me in this episode. She reminds me of Monique Hart. Like they were very strong in the first episode. I don't know why they weren't on top or even the winner of this episode. Maybe because they were casted as filler. I don't know. Maybe because there were like negative aspects of their looks that I didn't see. But my favorite look was Chiara's for sure. Then we have like I really liked I don't know if this controversial or not, but I really liked Kanye's look. Maybe the only problem is that she couldn't walk in that dress, but neither was Alaska in the Sugar Bowl runway. But at the end, she won the runway, and Kanye was on the bottom. So to me, it was really odd. But I mean, she was put on the bottom maybe because of her arrogance. I think the placement in the first episode of every premiere is kind of like to make a statement of certain queen. Like, for example, Dusty Bottoms didn't deserve to be in the bottom three to me in the season 10 premiere, but she was put on the bottom just so that Michelle can say to her that she doesn't want to see any dots on her face anymore. So I think she was called out and she was placed on the bottom just for that. But I really liked her look. She was very polished. Then we have I really liked Boaz Runway. She was very polished. She reminded me of Ariel Versace runway of season 11 premieres. But these were the queens to me that were on the top of like as far as runway is concerned. But I really agree why Kanye was on the bottom three this week. The looks I didn't like were, of course, Lemon's juice box look. Then I really expected Anastasia to do better. I didn't like the dress itself. It was well made, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't like high fashion to me. And I don't know why she put the red wig on top of a red dress. It was just too much red for me. But I really hope she can do better on the next episodes. What is refreshing to see are obviously the judges. This time we have Brooklyn Heights as a host, not really a host. There are three hosts, but Brooklyn is like replacing RuPaul as a host. So I think that's refreshing because for once we have like I'm not saying young queen, but she's like a new generation drag queen compared to RuPaul. So I think we can have like a more fair judgment comparing to RuPaul's judgment. However, I don't agree with the winner. If anything, I thought that in the top three, Jimbo had the best look, but maybe they see Rita Vega as like a front runner, so they gave her the first win. But I didn't like Rita Vega's. I mean, I liked her look before the reveal. After the reveal, it seemed like Nina's West runway look in the season 11 premiere, and that is not a good comparison. So to me, she didn't deserve to win, but I mean, I'm happy for her. Whereas as the lip sync is concerned, I really liked it. If anything, I think Juice did better, but overall, I don't think she was really polished or anything. So Lemon deserved more to stay. But Lemon's lip sync was better as far as like moving the mouth. That was better than Juice, but I think Juice conveyed the emotion of the song better, so I think she deserved to stay. But that was a really good lip sync, and for once we had like a redemption of Carly Rae Jepsen lip sync. So well done, well done. As I'm seeing this episode, I think that Kain is probably going to be the villain of the season, even though I don't think she is that like angry or she is like bad at all. She just like feels like she is a little bit arrogant, just like Brooklyn Heights told her on the runway. But I think she is the main villain. So she's probably going to be like eighth or seventh in the competition overall, if not in the top four. I can say anything because this is the first episode, and sometimes the first episode doesn't matter anyway. Just like at season 10 premiere, like every person who was on the top on the first episode didn't even reach like the top seven or the top eight, I think, except for maybe Miss Cracker. So probably Rita is the front runner. I don't see Lemon going that far. Maybe she's like a Pearl who does bad in the first challenges, but then she kind of resurrects from the competition. I don't know. I bet my cash on Tainomi Banks of the winner. Maybe if I have to choose a top four out of this episode, I'm going to say Rita Vega, probably Anastasia, probably Tainomi Banks, and well, I don't know, probably even Boa, but I'm not sure. And to conclude the video, I want to make a pie chart of like who is going probably home next week based on like the season overall, like the following episode of the wins of like the storylines and so on. So I think that probably Lemon is going to be on the bottom again or probably eliminated, I don't know, or probably she's like safe. But the most probably to go home are like Lemon, Priyanka, maybe Kiara, I don't know, or even Jimbo or Boa based on like Mimian first track record. I think Kiara is going to be robbed as hell like Monique Hart on season 10, but or even like Scaredy Cat on Drag Race UK. I don't know, but I really hope she makes very far because I liked her dress on the runway, and I think she should have won the challenge. But anyway, thanks for watching, and please subscribe, comment, and I really hope I continue to make review on Canadian Drag Race. I'm not going to talk about All Stars 5 because it's like the fourth episode, I think, or fifth episode, and it's already a mess. So I don't want to talk about that because if I talk, maybe I make a video at the very end of the season to say if All Stars 4 was better than All Stars 5 or if All Stars 5 is like the worst All Stars of all time. I don't think it will be, but I really hope it gets better in the last episode. So thanks for watching.